In the last hour, we spoke with a family traveling to the U.S. for gene therapy to treat their 18-month-old son who has a rare genetic disorder, despite the fact that we have gene therapy here in Canada. So for more on this story, we've brought in Dr. Ronan Foley. He's a hematologist and a professor of pathology and molecular medicine at McMaster University. Good to talk to you this morning.
Good morning from Mac.
Health Canada has granted market authorization for 3 gene therapies, as most therapies are still in the experimental stage. What is the process right now to get access to these types of therapies that have been approved in Canada?
Well, so as you know, since we have mapped the human genome, we know that each of us have about 20,000 genes. For some patients, a defective or missing gene may have minimal complications, but may have serious life-threatening complications. And although we can treat patients and help them, ultimately replacing that defective gene is our goal, and that is gene therapy. Around the world, the globe right now, there's tens of millions of people that could benefit from gene therapy, but literally less than 1,000 have actually received it. And you wonder why that is, mainly for about 3 reasons. One is changing the genetic code is very tricky. The second is we need to have vectors to deliver genes into the code. And the third thing is enormously expensive.
Yeah, let's talk. I want to talk to you about the cost. The experimental trial of the family that we spoke to is going to be $3 million. Why does it come with such a hefty price tag?
Yeah, no, that's a fantastic question. So right now in the early stages, things are expensive. There's many moving parts to this, and the stakes are incredibly high. There's no room for error. So it's a very complicated process to do this. Although it sounds simple, simply replacing a gene, it's very complicated. There's risk, and we have to be absolutely sure it's safe. As you said before, the process to bring this to commercial involves clinical trials where exclusively we're just looking to see if it's safe. We then look to see, does it work, and then we move forward. What I can say in Canada, there is an army of scientists and clinicians who are working on this, and there's been a renaissance of gene therapy because we now have very effective vectors that can safely insert healthy genes into the genome. So Canada has a rich history in stem cell research, gene therapy, and things are moving forward very quickly. It has to go through the process of clinical trials before Health Canada will give it NOC compliance. Interestingly, the drug companies are now getting involved and bringing their force to the table. So things are moving along. It just, we have to get it right.
Let's take a look down the road, the next 5 to 10 years. Do you see Canada being a global leader in gene therapy?
Yeah, not even a maybe. So Canada has all the pieces. It has an extremely talented group of scientists and clinicians. I was part of a recent gene therapy team, a Canadian team, to treat a disorder called Fabry disease. We put all the pieces together. We brought all the national expertise to the table. And the results are going to be published soon. But what I can tell you is we beat expectations. So it was highly successful, and the future has tremendous promise for this.
Dr. Foley, thanks for joining us this morning here on Your Morning.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.